I've been doing lectures since the last 3 or 4 years at the International Yoga Festival in Parmarth, Rishikesh, constantly talking about Indian food wisdom and how it differs from the Western or the conventional weight loss wisdom, but mostly to foreigners. Foreigners, a lot of them would be yoga teachers or people who would work in the field of integrative medicine. And it would really be, I would often get a very good response for it. People would be very receptive, and they constantly told me that this just makes so much sense, so I'm sure people in India don't diet. And I would be embarrassed to say that well, they do. And a lot of the fads that we follow, a lot of the wisdom that we follow is actually the wisdom that is coming from the West. So GP, my partner, and I were discussing that maybe we should do something about this whole concept. And that's when Shemaroo, more specifically Madhuri from Shemaroo, said that this is something which would be of interest to Shemaroo, because they are also trying to do a whole lot of educational DVDs which display the wisdom or the oral traditions that India has had, and presenting it in a format that is not boring for the viewer. So that's where the marriage happened, and the DVD took play birth. The experience has been great, almost to a point. I think it's a heady experience, making any kind of a movie. It was a huge learning experience for me, because I've never ever worked with so many different agencies. Here I had to, there's someone who looked after what I'm going to wear, how I'm going to look, what side I will look at, what word gets stressed on. There is sound, there is camera, there is light, there is makeup, there is editing, there just there is this whole cover design. There's just so much that goes into it, that though I have worked with people who work in such big movies, I never had a chance to really study or understand the process of filmmaking. So how it differs from my book, I guess, number one, that it is visual books are something that you read. You're out here, when my clients speak on the DVD, everyone has a name, face. They can see Bebo's expression, Anupam's care expression when they talk. Their honesty comes through, because sometimes in a DVD, in a book, you may just write something, but out here they know it's honest, it's real. It is something that they have internalized. So I do feel that DVD is very different, but obviously through the DVD, both my books, the theme is the same. Everything that I talk about is borrowed from our oral traditions.